Once upon a time, in the heart of a charming little town named Sugarville, there stood a quaint and delightful sweet shop called Sugar Bliss. Sugar Bliss was not just any sweet shop, it was a magical place where dreams were spun from sugar and happiness was measured in candy-coated smiles. The shop was nestled on the corner of Candy Cane Lane, a street adorned with colorful houses and whimsical gardens that seemed to bloom year-round with candy-shaped flowers. Every morning, the owner, a warm-hearted woman named Mrs. Sweetington, would open her doors, and the sweet aroma of freshly baked treats would waft through the air, luring customers from far and wide. As you entered Sugar Bliss, you were greeted by a kaleidoscope of colors. The walls were lined with jars of glistening candies, shelves filled with rows of chocolate truffles, and baskets overflowing with sugary delights. There were lollipops the size of your face, licorice ropes that could be stretched to infinity, and marshmallow clouds that were as fluffy as they were delicious. The shop's centerpiece was a grand chocolate fountain, an enchanting sight that drew children and adults alike. It flowed with velvety chocolate, and next to it, there were skewers of fresh fruit and marshmallows for dipping. Customers would take turns creating their own chocolate-covered masterpieces, laughter filling the air as they tried to outdo each other with creative combinations. But the true stars of Sugar Bliss were Mrs. Sweetington's signature creations. Her cupcakes were so light and fluffy that they practically floated into your mouth. The macarons were delicate and bursting with flavors that danced on your taste buds. And her pies, oh, her pies! Apple, cherry, and pecan pies that were the epitome of perfection, each slice a heavenly indulgence. One day, a young girl named Lily wandered into Sugar Bliss. She had recently moved to Sugarville and was feeling lonely and homesick. Mrs. Sweetington saw the sadness in Lily's eyes and decided to share a little magic from her shop. She handed Lily a cupcake with a shimmering sprinkle of fairy dust and said, "This cupcake is made with a dash of happiness. It will make your worries disappear." Lily took a bite, and as the flavors exploded in her mouth, a radiant smile spread across her face. The cupcake truly worked its magic, and in that moment, Lily felt like she belonged in Sugarville. Word of Mrs. Sweetington's magical treats spread far and wide, and people from neighboring towns started visiting Sugar Bliss to experience the joy it offered. Mrs. Sweetington's sweet shop became a place of community and celebration. People came to share their happy news, console each other in times of sorrow, and simply revel in the sweetness of life. Years passed, but Sugar Bliss remained the heart of Sugarville. It was a place where dreams came true and where the most precious moments in life were celebrated with a slice of cake and a scoop of ice cream. And so, the story of Sugar Bliss, the sweetest shop in all of Sugarville, continued to spread happiness and sweet memories for generations to come, a testament to the enduring power of a little bit of magic and a whole lot of love.